gift. You can use father to send the precious box back to the Archduke. Looking the family patriarch straight in the eye, you state that such a gift is not to be accepted. The Archduke will see it as an oath of allegiance to him. It would be better to provoke his anger than to fall into his trap. You ask father to send the box back at once. Well, I suppose you're right, Michael. It is far too dangerous, not only for me, but for the entire family. I'll write to the Archduke. Bring me my quill. It is your decision, father, but please, consider how much we stand to lose. There are no jewels I would not renounce to keep you safe. Mother, Nathan, and Gloria cast grateful looks at you. Even Stefan accepts father's decision after some grumbling. You spend the rest of the night around the table, resting, conversing pleasantly and amusing yourselves. For the first time in a long while, there is nothing casting a shadow over your home. The Archduke does not deign to reply to father's letter. No one expected otherwise. Does the Archduke count you among his enemies now, or has he forgotten about your existence? But why waste time guessing when you have a moment of peace to enjoy? There is only one disadvantage. You do not have a single coin tucked away in the family treasure. So now he is indifferent to us. Great. A little bit and we can get peace, or in harmony. Perfect. +5 willpower. We are really ready for everything. Vela. No money, but honor. You have just completed your first year of service at the prefecture. Several days after your second year begins, there is a knock at the door. You look up from your paperwork and tell the visitor to come in. Sir Elborn's secretary sleeps inside quietly. The prefect has an important matter to discuss with you in his office. Augustin Elborn looks weary and aged, but he greets you with his usual characteristic warmth. You take a seat in the comfortable chair across from him. Sir Elborn asks his secretary to pour you and him some wine. So Brante, good to see you. I hope the judge's trade is coming easily to you now. I must admit, I've been watching your first cases closely. You have already had to resolve a rather difficult land dispute between a common and a noble. We'll see even more litigation of this kind in our province in the future. Now, it's time for you to answer an important question. In this great dispute between the two estates, where will you stand as a judge? Take a look around you. Life in the empire as we know it is changing. As we know it is changing. It is our duty, as nobles and judges, to make peace between all the states on the basis of the law. However, the prefecture faces a great hindrance in its pursuit of this goal. Many nobles are still determined to abide only by the traditions of old, especially the Arcanians. Those nobles have the only law about them is a court of honor, where noble ranks and duels decide everything. They reject the jurisdiction of the prefecture and outright defy the newer lands and regulations of the empire. This is to say nothing of what happens when an Arcanian has a dispute with a human commoner. Some Arcanians would rather cut a human down than waste time on what they see as pointless litigation. Even though the law says that all the emperor's subjects have the right to a fair and just trial. One of the most flagrant violators of the law is Darius Alton, the commander of our province's military. You've encountered him before, haven't you? The Arcanian nobleman is a notorious duelist. Anyone who crosses his path risks insulting his honor. His sword has ended the lives of many human nobles, not to mention all the commoners who have been unlucky enough to run afoul of him when he was bought. Surely you realize, Brante, that the only ones who can protect those people. The low-born lord forbids a commoner to arm himself, and even those who would rather defy their lord have no chance against Darius Otton, one of the most skilled Arcanian sword masters. Otton cannot be allowed to commit murder with impunity. We have to stop him, and all the others who act as he does. Imperial law must prevail over the barbarous traditions. But, as of now, I have no authority to put Otton on trial. Our province still abides by the old traditions, and humans are powerless against the dynastic power of the Arcanian aristocracy. Putting an Arcanian on trial for his crimes would be unthinkable at best. We have to work gradually to change this, Brante. I need you as an ally. What we have to do is strengthen the power of imperial law in Magra so that eventually everyone will respect the law, from humble beggars to high-born Arcanians. We must show everyone that the law is not a noble instrument of oppression against the common folk. Like the divine law, imperial law must stand above all, with no regard for birth, rank, or title. This is why I have decided to address you today, Michael Brante. Side with the law, side with your father and myself. Side with justice in every case always, no matter who stands trial before you. Be they lowly commoner or noble elite. With enough precedents, we'll put an end to high-born tyranny and ensure that the law is respected throughout the province. But I must warn you, even here, at the prefecture, I am not all-powerful. Many judges oppose my point of view, not openly, at least not yet, but I'm certain they will walk against us in the shadows. Now, Brante, what is your answer? Are you ready to side with me and change our province for the better? Are you prepared to support me against the high-handed gentry and defend the common folk from the likes of Doris Otton? Side with Alborna, you promise to side with the prefect and support his gambit, or reject his offer. You cannot accept Sir Alborna's offer. So what's our choice? What's your choice?